Welcome back to KHI Press. I'm Eddie Law. Today we have a special guest. This man is a featherweight out of Paranaguá, Brazil, with a 12-5 record. He represents Bloodline Combat Sports. He knocked out Javier Reyes for the LFA interim title. He knocked out Elijah Johns to become the legit LFA featherweight champion. And he's knocking on the door of the UFC. Ladies and gentlemen, the gunslinger himself, it is Dougie, Lerryan Douglas. How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. Just relaxing by the beach after training, and you know, just training, being ready because soon we're gonna get a call.
That's the hope, right now. Not a bad way to be, right?
Yeah,
Work real hard in the gym and all that, and then just go to the beach. Why not?
not bad at all.
California living, man. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Dude, what's in the water in the state of Paraná? Because it's not just you. I mean, you came out of there with like nuclear weapons on your hands. Chris Cyborg's from there. Vanderlei Silva's from there. Shogun Hu, his brother. Like, what is going on there that we get some killers coming out of that state alone?
Yeah, it's just a part of the culture that we have there and those on that state, and then you start pretty early. Like especially like back in the day, we started like the shoot the box. They started shoot the box in Curitiba in the '90s, and then it's a tradition. It's a tradition in the state.
There you go. So, what was it like living there? When did you make the move to the States?
Yeah, I lived there my whole life. I moved here like a year and a half ago, a little more. But
Yeah.
I've been here before for training, and yeah, I just decided it will be a better opportunities here, and I just decided to move.
Hey, great opportunities is the key phrase right there. You meet Cub Swanson. I mean, we all know him, UFC Hall of Famer, leader of the Bloodline Combat Sports team. What has he meant to your career? Because he's been there for so many important moments. Anytime we look at one of your fights, a video of you, Cub's not far away. What has Cub meant to you?
Yeah, he means a lot to me because since I joined the team, my career just move up to better, way better, and then I just felt that I needed some guidance, and then nothing better than Cub Swenson and all my teammates that I have. So it's been a key for my career. I
Yeah,
really appreciate being around all these guys, and I'm grateful for that.
there you go. So, and that team, the guys you just talked about right now, by Bloodline, you got Cub. Richie Miranda just won the LFA lightweight championship.
Champ,
You're the
champ.
Yes, sir. You're the featherweight champion. Chris McCut is headlining LFA 208 in what, 2 weeks against Reyes, and then
Yeah.
you have Rafa Garcia, Danny Silva, Dana Guerrero putting in work in the UFC. What can you say
Yes,
about
sir.
your team out there, man? Because that's
It's
that's
the
that's a
best
hell of a
team.
team.
I will tell you, it's the best team that we have, like in Southern California, man. You have the best like featherweights, lightweights. We have a few good flyweights too. I think we just doing a good thing around here, man. We have a good environment, good people around, and I think that's what makes the most success when you're training with brothers, pretty much.
Hey, brothers, indeed, man. I've spoken to Richie and a couple other guys on your team, man. You guys legitimately care about each other. Like that's
Yeah,
great to see.
yeah, that's awesome. Like whenever like one of the guys are fighting, we always there together supporting, and then that's the key for our team. I you know
Mhm.
just being there, helping others when you don't have a fight coming up, and then you pretty sure you for sure is gonna be helped too when you have a fight. You're gonna get help too. So that's how it works here, and then I'm really happy and grateful. Like I say, like Cub Swenson, he just built a good team with a good environment, and he's really he's really careful with that too. Like he knows the people that he brings around, and we happy, and I'm looking forward for the future. I'm excited.
Yeah, how dope was it, man? Going to Sioux Falls, South Dakota last weekend, LFA 207, supporting your brother and new
Oh
lightweight
man.
LFA champion, Richie Miranda. What's it like to see Machete fulfill
Woo.
his dream? Because, like, having spoken to him, I spoke to him, I think, the week before his fight, and you could just see, like, he was fully focused. Like, he knew he was going to win that
Yep.
fight. It was like to actually be there
Yep.
for it.
And we knew that too, and then we knew it was gonna be a good fight, a tough fight, and then I was pretty confident. My team we are confident with Machete, especially he's coming from an injury, and then he recovered, and then he got better, and then he got a call right away for the title again, and then he was like, "Let's go, man! Like it's my time," and he deserves everything that he's getting right now, and I can't wait to see this guy in UFC too, man. He's almost there. He's there pretty much.
Hey, he's there pretty much, but hey, so are you. You're right there, knock on the door. Have you had any talks with the promotion that you can tell us about? I don't want to put you on the spot or anything crazy, but have you had any talks with them at all? And how soon would you like to see the UFC on your gloves?
Yeah, I've been talking with my manager, Money Ahmadi and Cub Swanson. They're like partners, and they're talking to the UFC. I don't know. I have no answers yet, but my goal is just my goal is just fight there one day. That's my dream since I was a kid. And then if they think I'm not ready, yeah, I have to do more fights, and I'm ready for that too. You know what I mean? But it'll be great to have a good opportunity in the UFC this year. I'll be grateful, and like I can tell that I can bring the fights that they like to watch, and I'm ready. I just knock out like 4 guys in a row, 4 prospects. So I can tell I'm ready, and my team, Cub Swenson too. He tells me all the time I'm ready. So I believe in, and I just keep training and keeping getting better. I just still doing the
100%.
same thing, evolving, and then whenever the call comes, and we will be ready.
If they need proof that you belong in the UFC, they just got to watch that Elijah Johns fight. Dude, that first round, you guys are literally kicking the crap out of each other. At one point, you land a nasty kick on him, and he felt that he was just like, ooh, maybe I want to wrestle instead. Shot in, didn't work out on him. Second round, you catch him with a nice left hook, and the angle on the camera, you can't see his eyes, but off of your face, you can tell that you saw. You're like, oh, I'm going for it. So how was that? What was like when you saw that happen, right? And you go and you score the lightweight title or the featherweight title. And after the fight, you were sitting there, you were on your knees waiting for your opponent to come to and everything. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was just happy because there was a lot of training, a lot of it was basically 6 months or 5 months of camp because I was supposed to fight in December, and it didn't happen because he got I don't know, he got sick, he got some, something, and I was like, all right, let's reschedule, and then they rescheduled for January, and another like a month and a half of camp, and then that was like just a great feeling of you got what you what you were working hard for. That's a good feeling. And then during the fight, I knew that anybody in my weight class that I touch, they're gonna fall, or they're gonna feel. So I have this confidence that whenever I land, they're gonna feel, and I'm gonna drop them. So that was just a matter of time, and I was trying to be patient, trying to pick it apart, and then whenever I laid my hand and wasn't even clean, he felt that, and I can tell he changed. He changed everything.
Yeah, a lot of guys will fight you and they think you're a striker only because you hit like a truck. You hit like no other featherweight that I've seen in a while. That isn't already at the top of the UFC. So you hit real hard and everything. Guys will think you're a striker. Do they not realize you are a Brazilian national wrestling champion? It's like you go into these fights. It's almost like they gotta pick what they want to do.
Yeah, I don't know if they do because Brazil is not really popular about wrestling. And then yeah, I used to wrestle when I was like 16 to 18 for 2 years, and I compete. I was national champion, and that was a good thing for me back in the day because it gave me a background. Like you can you can do jiu-jitsu, and then you have a good background in wrestling in Brazil. You can be in the top because no one wrestled there. It's very rare, and yeah, no one knows. But my training is always on point. My takedown defenses, and even my takedowns. Whenever I have a fight that I have to take down, you're gonna see my takedowns in my jiu-jitsu for sure.
Yeah, and again, you're so incredibly well rounded, and having you have the eye of the matchmakers of the UFC, no question about it. Would you prefer to get just signed straight out? Would you prefer a contender series fight or a short notice fight? If you had the choice, what would you do?
I mean, I'll do any either way because I don't care. I just want to get in there. But if there's an opportunity to get short notice fight and straight up, I'll be happy with that. And I have the confidence that I feel that I can fight any guy in the UFC in my weight class. I can fight, and I can bring the good fight. I feel I'm on the level, and like I said, whatever they call me, short notice, contender series, I'll be training,
Mhm.
I'll be ready, and I can't wait for this moment, man.
And it's coming. Trust me, it is coming. It's not just journalists. It's fans know the name Lerryan Douglas. Everyone watches your fights and everything. Like, you're must see TV. So there's no way they don't pick you up. But in terms of opponents, let's say they call you tomorrow. Like, hey man, you're in. Who you want as your first fight? They give you a choice. Is there a name in the UFC featherweight division right now you would want to fight?
There's no one yet, because bro, I can fight literally anyone. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'll probably get some names soon. As soon as I
Hmm.
sign up, I'll be like, all right, those are the guys in front of me, so I'm gonna look to these guys.
Hmm.
But right now, whatever, if they call me tomorrow to fight the champion, I'll be ready. I don't care, and I'll fight the champion. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, excuse my language, but I don't
You're
care.
good.
But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
whatever they offer me, I'll talk to my team, and my opinion is like, I was in. I will fight anybody. I don't care.
Yeah, and you definitely have the confidence to do it. And that'd be wild. That'd be a wild first fight, man. Alexander Volkanovski off the rip. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'll be tough for me, but I'll
Yeah,
work my ass off.
100%, man. Honestly, because I was watching, I watched all your fights that are available on UFC Fight Pass, and so I watched all of them. After I watched the Reyes fight and I watched the last fight you had, the Johns fight, I was like, man, if we could get him and like Yair in Mexico, woo, that'd be nasty. That'd be fun.
I would
You
love
know,
that. I would love that.
100%,
I
man.
would
Two
love that.
heavy
And these
hitters.
guys, they're like top 3, top 4. You know what I mean? We talk about those high levels, but there's so many fighters there. But whatever they call me, like I said, whatever they want me to match up with,
Mhm.
I'll be down for that, and I'm ready to go there and show the UFC that I belong to the UFC.
There you go. Let's say they call you right now, right? Let's say they're calling you, hey, you know, tell us why you should be in the UFC. What would you say?
So just watch my last 4 fights
Yeah.
and check my topology. I never build record. I'm always like fighting tough guys and fair fights. I never like picking opponents. So
Mhm.
they probably like that. I don't know, but I hope they do. But that's how it was my whole career. You know.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. I really can't wait till you get in there, man. Like, after watching all your fights, dude, it's gonna be so much fun to see you in there. All right, let's get some quick fire questions, man. We'll
I
let you
appreciate
get
that.
to your beach time, dude. Who is your biggest supporter in this journey so far in MMA? I mean, you've been doing it for a while now. Who's the one person that always has your back that you just like, thank God I have them?
Bro, there's so many people, but like the number one right now is my manager, Mani Ahmadi. He's been like game changer for my career, and then this guy is just like an angel in my life. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
Cub Swenson, my whole team. There's like I said, there's so many people out there. Chris Cyborg, Ray Albee. They all support me a lot, and yeah, there's so many people out there, but those are like the main ones.
Gotcha. Who's an MMA fighter that you looked up to through your whole journey so far?
MMA fighter that I admire,
Yeah.
um, Anderson Silva. That's my guy.
There you go. Have you gotten to meet him
I
yet?
love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was lucky to to train with him a few times, and yeah, that's my number one fighter.
You got to train with martial arts royalty. That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
grateful for that, and you know, just
All
training
right.
with your idols is just like training with Chris Cyborg,
Mhm.
training with Anderson Silva, Cub Swanson, all these legends, just like make me feel like lucky.
All right. Let's give some of your teammates some props. Who gives you the toughest rounds in sparring?
Everyone. There's no easy rounds out there, bro.
Yeah.
There's no easy rounds. You look to your left, you have Richie Miranda. You look to your right, you got Chris Makate, and then you look to your back, you got Jacob Rosales. You got everyone. Cub Swenson. Uh, you know, um, Giga. You got all the tough guys. Danny Silva. You know what I mean? Like there's no
Mhm.
easy rounds, but we are good teammates, and we always like pushing each other without bad intentions and stuff like that. So we are like trying to get better and help each other.
There you go. In terms of, so you mentioned Giga, right? Fighting this weekend. How do you like his matchup, and what
Yeah,
do you think? How do you think he gets it done?
I think he's gonna finish this guy in the second round.
All right.
That's my opinion. He's gonna finish the guy in the second round. He's looking great. He's sharp. You know, he did a really good camp with us. And yeah, he's looking ready, man. He's Giga, bro. You see his fights, and I'm taking a second round knockout.
Do he land that Giga kick and end it that way? That'd be a nice little highlight.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be great.
Have you had to deal with that kick
Another
yourself?
one. Oh yeah, that guy kicking you, bro, it's crazy. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I think watching him fight and then watching you fight, you're like the two people I would never ever take a kick from. Forget that. Like I let Alex Pereira, I would let Alex Pereira kick me before you guys. Forget it, for real.
Oh my god.
There you go. All right, a couple more real quick, and then we'll let you get you on your way here. Who is someone that you've ran into, like another fighter that isn't part of your team that you like, that you kind of close with?
Oh, I would say Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
She's not from
Yeah.
my team, but we are like friends and we train together. And then I think that's pretty much it. I don't usually train.
Mm-hmm.
I have Aaron Pico,
Ooh.
my friend. You know, he's not part of my team, but I get to train with him sometimes. And yeah, I have a few guys that very few here, but in Brazil I train with a lot of people. But yeah, those are the
There you
guys.
go. There you go. Let's say when you get in the UFC and you make it up for a title shot and everything, and you win that belt. I'm sure that's the dream. Get UFC gold and all that, and everything that comes with it. Taking that belt back to to home, to Brazil. Like that, what would that mean to you? That amount of pride.
I think it will mean a lot for my journey, for my story, but it's just like just accomplish just getting to the place that I always like wanted to be, and being able to motivate the young generation, you know, people from my hometown and the kids, and that's what I think is more like priceless for me, and just being someone that people are looking for and try to be an inspiration. I think that's what means a lot.
There you go. All right, dude. Hey, the floor is yours. Any family, friends, training partners, or sponsors you want to shout out?
Shout out to America Wico, AMA, Tenori, Bloodline. That's my team, Bloodline. And yeah, that's all my sponsors and my team.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go
Yeah,
to the
let's
top.
go. Let's go indeed, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for this man. He is coming to the UFC Octagon near you for sure soon. And he's the LFA featherweight champion, Lerryan Douglas. Lerryan, thanks for the time.
Thank you, man. My pleasure.